Welcome to the Running Network Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
We're at Playmakers in Okemos, Michigan, right outside of East Lansing, Michigan, and guess who's here? Dick Beardsley. Welcome to Michigan, Dick.
Well, it's great to be back to Michigan, but boy, I live in Texas now. It's cold up here. I think it's like 30 degrees out or something, which isn't very cold for you folks, I know.
Well, Dick, you know there are a lot of new things going on with you. You moved from Minnesota, where you've lived your entire life, to Austin, Texas. You have a new knee.
Yes.
You have a new wife, and you have a new foundation.
I do.
So tell us about your foundation.
Yeah, well, my wife Jill and I, about a year and a half ago, we started the Dick Beardsley Foundation. And what it is, when I went through my, addiction to narcotic painkillers, and I was very fortunate. I got into treatment, and was basically, my insurance company said, keep this kid as long as it takes to get him better. And I've fortunately celebrated 12 years of sobriety now. But in my speaking at different treatment centers across the country over the years, I found that so many people that are there for way too short a period because, one, either they don't have the money to stay the total time, or their insurance won't pay for it. So I thought, gosh, I need to show these people they can get their lives back and get things together again. So we're raising money to help people with that. Also, part of our foundation, it enables myself and others to travel across the country to speak to our young kids about leading healthy, active lifestyles, chemically free. And then thirdly, it's to educate the population. Because, you tell a person that you have, cancer or heart disease, and they'll jump through hoops for you. You tell them you're addicted to drugs or have a problem with alcohol, and they look at you like, really you're a piece of dirt. So we're trying to educate those people, and so far we're starting to help a few people, and that really makes me feel good.
I imagine. So it's really more an illness than anything else.
It's what it is. It's a disease just like cancer or heart disease, diabetes. It's one, though, that most people don't want to talk about, and most people don't want to admit that it happens in their town or their schools. But unfortunately, it doesn't matter if you're in Detroit, Michigan, or in a little town up in the Northern Peninsula. It's rampant, and it's one of the fastest growing prescription medications. Also, it's one of the fastest growing epidemics there is in the country right now. So,
ooh, that's scary. So congratulations on taking a shot at that.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
And tell us why you moved from Minnesota to this warm weather place in Austin, Texas, and do you miss the fishing?
Well, there is fishing in Texas. No walleyes or northern pike. The water's too warm. But I moved a couple of years ago. I got remarried, and my wife Jill is from the Austin, Texas area. And my son is 25, Andy, and he's in the Army, and he's over in Germany right now. But my wife Jill, I have now two stepsons, Matthew and Christopher, and they're 11 and 12 and almost 13. And they're just great kids. And so I can live anywhere as long as I'm close to an airport, so I can jump on a plane to go speak somewhere. And I'll tell you what, I have fallen in love with Austin. The winters are a lot nicer than northern Minnesota. But you know what? But especially what I like about it is it's a real outdoor community. Lots of runners, bikers, cyclists, hikers. And also, the people remind me a lot of the people here in the Midwest. They're really down-to-earth people, and it's a great community.
So you're running year-round and with shorts, probably.
Oh, yes, you betcha. Yeah, you can get a suntan. It doesn't show up by me, but yeah, it's a nice place to be able to run or bike, yeah.
So that's a cool place to be then. One more thing. A lot of people know you from your famous Duel in the Sun with Alberto Salazar, and he's had some pretty interesting success coaching recently. Have you been following that, and are you coaching yourself?
I do. Well, I do follow Alberto. We've become real good friends over the last few years, and I follow his coaching, with the, I can't think of her name now.
Kara Goucher?
Kara Goucher, yes, Kara Goucher, and
Galen Rupp?
Thank you. Couldn't remember. Two outstanding athletes, and I think they're going to do very, very well. Plus other things that he does. So we've become really, really good friends. And I do also some online coaching, and it's not as it's more difficult, I think, because you can't be right there with your athletes. But I only work with no more than 10 at a time because everything's individualized, and I love it. And I don't work with any top athletes or anything like that, but people that are just trying to reach their goals. And I just had a couple of folks that set their personal best in the marathon recently, and another one that came real close. And I have a young kid that he's got a lot of potential, but it's a lot of fun. And I still love the sport of running, and that's just another way to kind of give something back.
So people can find out about your online coaching through your website?
Yeah, you can go to dickbeardsleyfoundation.org or dickbeardsley.com, and it'll link you up either way.
So that's how you keep up with Dick Beardsley, who is otherwise in an airplane somewhere.
That's right. I've been on about 4 in the last day and a half trying to get here, but I'm here. That's the main thing.
Now, Dick, I was really surprised when you left Minnesota because you had such a long affiliation with it. But you have another long affiliation, and that's with New Balance. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I really have. You know, back in 1979, I had no money to buy any running shoes. The one pair I had to duct tape them together. So I snuck into a sporting goods event in Minneapolis and got kicked out 3 times and finally made it in there. And the only people that would even talk to me were the people at New Balance. And I walked home with a pair of brand new shoes that morning, and I was like dumbfounded. And 10 days later, they sent me 10 more pair, and I've been with the New Balance Shoe Company ever since. And even when I wasn't under contract for them after I retired, if I would need shoes, all I had to do was call them up, or if I'd go out to the Boston Marathon to give a talk, I'd get to my hotel room, and there'd be a box of New Balance stuff. And now over the last 6-7 years, I'm actually under contract with them again, doing some promotion work for them, and they've been absolutely the best. I can't even begin to say good enough things about New Balance, and that's one of the main reasons I'm here is because of New Balance tonight. So kudos to New Balance, that's for sure.
Thank you, New Balance.
You bet.
And we're really happy to have you, Dick, and I know a lot of people are waiting to hear you talk. So thank you very much for talking with us.
Hey, thanks. Keep up the good work.